It's maximum blackness.
Welcome back. It is good to be back here in the Maximum Blackness house, here with my beautiful, loving friend, I Sparkle. I missed you.
I
How was
miss
your
you too.
break?
I know it was a long break. We gotta not do that again.
What? You did?
Not that
What?
long. Not that long.
We had to take the winter off so we can, get ourselves rejuvenated so we could come back and do this again through spring and autumn and winter for y'all.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And y'all already know it's Tuesday night and it's time to get your mental health right. I hope you like that. But tonight we are talking about femininity and how it affects women mentally. And I know a lot of y'all gonna feel this because a lot of y'all be trying to find how to be more feminine, trying to find out how you can live in your femininity area, but you also need to know how it affects your mental health when we're being these feminine women that we are, right, I Sparkle?
Yes. Yes. Because that can be something that sometimes some women can find hard to balance. So it's definitely good that we're talking about this tonight.
It is. You're definitely right. So, like I was saying before, pretty much everybody, if you don't know, femininity is being in tune with certain qualities that are associated with women, such as being gentle, nurturing, being empathetic, being receptive. Among sensitivity, being sensitive, of course, you know what that means. We have to be in tune with our intuition. We also got to be creative because, with the children and everything else we got to do, we got to make magic work around here. And, also it's about us focusing on our connections rather than how we react to things. And I think for a lot of us, that's hard.
Yeah, you got to think about it. We got a lot of wheels and stuff just turning in our heads. Like, ooh, I got to do this. I got to do. We got everything on our minds, and not enough time to really just slow down and be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, take a deep breath. Sometimes that can be a lot
Hmm.
because you got everything going. So just taking that time to just that can be hard. It can be really hard.
It can be, and you got to find the time to do it because all this is a lot of pressure, more pressure being put on us as women than there already is. Like we already have a lot of pressure on us, and this is just more added pressure because like the world really expects us to be this way 24/7. And I don't think I'm not gonna say it's not possible for some women, but for some of us that got a lot going on and we don't have time to be in that era all the time, like it's hard. So I feel like you should not put so much pressure on yourself. Don't let the world put so much pressure on you. As I was telling I Sparkle before we started this, some of us don't know how to do some of those things that's on that list. Some of us was
Right.
never taught how to be those things, and some of us just don't have it in us, which is why
That
therapy is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is. If
you
a
can talk
therapist can
through
help
those
you
things.
and your husband find out how to be um sexual, intimate with each other again, then it can definitely help you with what we're talking about, okay?
Right. That's
So
very true.
don't
It's
very
definitely
true.
not something that's out of their league. You know what I'm saying? Like they've probably heard, seen, and dealt with many things. Okay, this is just the small things. Really, kind of. It can be pretty big, but I'm gonna say this is small compared to some of the things they've heard and seen and dealt with. So
Exactly. And that's just another way to help yourself through this journey. Now, I know being sensitive all the time, that's one thing that's probably a little hard for me. Even though I'm a sensitive woman, I think sometimes I could be a little more sensitive in different areas, but at the same time, it's limits to this thing. You know what I'm saying?
very true.
Like I be telling people, you expect me to talk soft to you all day, but after I done repeated myself, or after you're not listening to me, you get what I'm saying? That soft voice gonna kind of get kind of hard and rough when I'm talking to you, just like yours do me. It's like it's okay for men to talk to us just because they're men. How in those tones, like they don't have to fix their tone, but we have to fix ours. I think
Right.
everybody need to fix their tone. Okay.
Right. Because what I
Don't.
can definitely tell you is that when we, how can I put it, put that bass in our voice, or we say it with our chest, our men don't really like that very much.
Mm-mm.
Like, why are you talking to me like that? I'm upset. That's why. Well, you could just say, no, at this moment, I cannot. And it's hard to just, you know what I'm saying, balance those things sometimes. Like, I'm upset. I need to be able to speak in such a tone and get it off my chest. Not any, like, not to disrespect you or to point any harm in your direction. But if I don't let it out, then it's going to be another way that I'm taking it out on you. Maybe I don't talk to you about it. Maybe I find
Exactly.
another outlet. Like, it's great to be able to express yourself and to know that that person is listening as well. Like, even if it is your therapist, it may not be your significant other, but to just get that off of you, it takes a lot, you know,
Mm-hmm.
of stress away and a lot of that anxiety and everything else you deal with trying to find your femininity away, you know? So just think about that.
Definitely keep that in mind, because we working on it. All I can say is women, we are works in progress. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna come overnight, and it's not gonna come all at once when it does come. Just like everything in life, it's gonna come a little at a time. And you know, I don't think all of us are nurturing. I done seen some women that don't have a nurturing bone in their body.
At all. At
But
all.
you that's why you got to find the person that loves you was another thing I was going to say, because that's another thing that's going to play on your mental. If you with somebody that can't handle you when you're at your worst, when you can't be in your femininity at times, then ain't no sense in them being with you.
No. And that may be hard because there are some women that they don't have it in them no matter what they do. Voice wise, any of that, how they talk, how they carry themselves, how they dress. But in all reality, they're still a woman. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? They still want to be treated as such. They just not as feminine as others. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
But being able to accept that and still talk and behave and still be treated, you know, as that feminine woman, that's a good thing. It's hard. It's a balance that is hard to keep at times, especially when you
Mhm.
lack that. But it is something. It's not hard to learn. It's not something that's, you know, if you really want to tap in more.
Yeah.
But you got to be open to that as well.
You do. That's why I said therapy is good, because if they can teach you how to be intimate with another person, they can teach you how to be more nurturing and caring to other people too. You get
Yes,
what I'm
that's
saying? Now, before we jump into how this really affects us as women outside, other than it being pressure on us, I want to tap on how my research says that we have to focus more on our connections and our harmony rather than our reactions or our actions, because I feel like out of everything on that list, everybody has issues with their reactions or had issues with their reactions at a certain point in their life and probably still do. So everybody being on different levels at different times with that. um some people got it, some people don't. Once again, it's like you can't really expect the same thing of all women. You get what I'm saying? Like, because for me, I know for certain things, I'm a react rather than respond. I'm human. I don't think I can always react in a soft, feminine way, especially when it comes to certain things. Like my child, I'm not gonna act in a feminine way when it comes to my child. You gonna
oh
get a
no,
lot of male energy or whatever y'all want to call it coming from me when it comes to my child. When it comes
correct.
to men or women trying me, or I'm gonna say men because I'm married, I date men, whatever. When it comes to men trying me and still expect me to sit there and not react to them, but just respond to certain shit, it don't work like that, because certain stuff that you do and say out your mouth causes for a reaction rather than a response.
Yeah, and I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with responding. One thing that I've had to learn to do, because it's still something that he working on me. I'm just say that, like, everybody's he working on me, but like I've had to learn to slow down. Even if I feel a certain type of way, think about it,
Mhm.
process things before I speak. But during that time that I'm doing that, please allow me my space. Please
Yeah.
don't ask me to try and resolve it when you want me to, because that's hard at times, you
That's
know.
another way you get a
Allow me,
reaction instead of a response.
yes. So for me, like, I may not react as much or as people expect me to. But that's
Mhm.
because in my head, you know, those wheels I be talking about, oh, those wheels was working a while. You know, they was, hey, Sandra,
Mhm.
I know how you feeling right now, but think about this and think about, do you really care about this person? Do you love this person? Is this somebody you
Exactly.
want to deal with? Because on the inside, I'm also feeling like I'm gonna crash out, and you know, you gonna feel this, but it take a lot. He working
It
on me, so
does. It's a
I
work in
think about
progress for
love.
all of us. You
Exactly.
are correct because once again, you got to teach yourself how to respond rather than react. But I feel like everybody at certain times you gonna respond, you gonna react rather than respond because sometimes the circumstances just cause for that.
Uh-huh.
Men don't always react. Men don't always respond. Most of the time, they react to most of the
Uh-huh.
things that happen. And but they still expect women to respond in a feminine way no matter what's going on. That I feel like that's really just unrealistic, especially in
Uh-huh.
the damn world that we live in where women work and we're not just allowed to stay at home and tend to the house as we would like to. Many of us aren't.
Right.
um we have a lot of stuff to do, so I could see if men were still taking care of everything and we had no choice but to be back at the house knitting and sewing and stuff like that, then yeah, maybe you can expect that more of women. But in the life and day we live in, ease up on us. And women, we're gonna ease up on ourselves because we already put beauty standards on ourselves. We
Man.
put standards of being a mother on ourselves, and we put standards of everything in this world on ourselves just like men do. So I think we all need to just take that pressure off because trying to uphold to this pressure of femininity all the time, being that 360 of femininity all the time, it will leave you with low self esteem.
Mm-hmm.
It can leave you with anxiety, and it could just leave you feeling like you're just not good enough. Because when somebody's telling you you don't have XYZ, or they're saying that they don't see those things in you, or maybe you don't see them in yourself, that's how most people feel. Like I'm not good enough. Like I don't have what it takes to be this. And that's not true.
No.
You can be feminine in your own way. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say. You can be
Yeah.
feminine in your own way, okay? Everybody has their own. They're even saying that men can be feminine in their own way. So I'm not sure how that works, but
They got
whatever.
them tendencies.
They say
That's
because they really feel like it's just about being in a more gentle, soft era all around rather than some kind of loud banshee or whatever, however you want to see it type thing. I hope I made
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But we don't want you feeling low self esteem. We don't want you feeling like you're not good enough. Know that you are good enough. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. Know that you are a good mother. You get up and you take care of them kids. You get up and you do what you're supposed to do. So don't feel like less than anything other than what you are. I think
Yes.
that's the message in femininity. Don't feel like less than what you are.
Right.
And the more you add to the more you grow, I should say, the more you grow and learn how to be better, that's gonna add to it.
Indeed.
So
Indeed.
take the pressure off. That's all I'm saying. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to us, of course.
Right. Too much pressure can burst the pipe. I know y'all done heard that many a time, so I'm gonna just repeat it for y'all so y'all will know it still exists. It's still real. So
It definitely is. And we putting all this pressure on ourselves, and men still do what they gonna do. So it don't matter. Be you, be the beautiful you that the world made you to be, okay? So I
definitely.
want y'all to definitely stay tuned because it's March, so we finna start spinning back at our videos. We got a lot of stuff going on. Our
Y'all just keep
Sparkle's
your
still
eyes peeled.
TikToking it over there.
You know it.
We
I
got
kept my
some.
app, y'all. I'm sorry if y'all deleted y'all and can't get it back. Hopefully they bring it back to y'all soon. But I'm still doing my thing. I'll share them on Facebook, Instagram, you know?
Definitely make sure y'all go hit her up and don't forget to keep following us on YouTube and Facebook. There go your hearts. They finally came for you. And
Girl,
we're gonna keep giving you mental health on Tuesdays, so don't forget to check in with us. And if you please, if you feel anything we're saying, comment, drop us a comment, and let us know that you like what we're doing, or if there's a topic you want us to touch on, or if you just got something to say, put it down there.
please.
Okay.
We look forward to it.
So we're gonna see y'all next time. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay max to the motherfucking
Max
black for
to the black.
2025, y'all.
Okay.